Hey guys, it's Bubbly. Welcome back to the channel. So excited to have you guys back with me once again. So you guys, we got some really cool news this week. I'm sure you all have heard, are aware that the Sims 4 base game standard edition is completely free for the next few days. So Origin announced that they were going to be giving away free downloaded versions of the base game for The Sims 4 for 7 days. Now, we only have a couple of days left in this free giveaway. It actually ends on May 28th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will say that again. You have until May 28th, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to grab a free copy of The Sims 4 base game if you don't already have it. So this is the perfect opportunity if you are a person who has thought about giving The Sims a try and you just never got around to it, or you didn't want to spend the money on it, or for whatever reason you just don't have the game but you would like to play, then this is the perfect time to jump on that free-ish. Go ahead and get you a free copy of the Sims 4 base game. It's free, so why not? Even if it's not something that you completely enjoy, want to give it a try, you didn't lose anything because it was completely free. But I know, because I am a Sims lover, I know you're gonna love it too. So I am going to have a link down below in the description that will explain to you how you can grab a free copy of the base game for The Sims 4. So I think, now this is completely speculation on my part, I think that we are getting new content pretty soon. They have been hinting, well, not really hinting, they flat out told us that we were going to be getting a new expansion pack, a new game and stuff pack. I could be wrong on that. I think we're getting one of each though before the end of the year. So I have a feeling that there's going to be an announcement fairly soon. Now I'm really hoping that there hasn't already been an announcement and I just missed it because I've been so super busy the last few weeks that I've been behind on staying in touch with the minute by minute information that comes out on this game. So I don't believe anything has been announced yet, but I think in the very near future we will be getting some information about a new pack. Now, there has been some speculation that I have seen floating around that the new pack is like a beachy theme pack, I think, or was it like an islandy or beachy or resorty type of pack? I think there was a name that was leaked by some retailer somewhere in the world. So I don't know how true that information is. I am going to be excited regardless on whatever content we get. Honestly, I pretty much enjoy everything that we receive for The Sims. It may not always be exactly what I want, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna get it. I mean, let's be real, you guys. You know I'm gonna get it. I might complain that it's not exactly what I want or that I'm not 100% happy with it, but I'm definitely gonna get it because ultimately, usually with these packs, build and buy items are always pretty amazing. So, and because part of what I like to do with The Sims is building, I'm always looking for new content or new pieces or new, especially clutter items. You guys, I'm so desperate. I am so desperate for new clutter items. You know I'm a clutter queen and I just feel like I need new, fresh content in the game because it's getting harder to make my build look unique and individual with the same items that I have in the game. So I have started actually downloading custom content, deco items, which is not something that I've really done in the past, but I have started downloading it and using it in my own personal gameplay. and I have been loving it, you guys. When I tell you I have been loving it, oh my goodness, there's so much cute stuff out there. It's amazing. These creators that create content for The Sims, whether it's houses or deco items, build and buy items, or hair or clothing, they just make some amazing content out there, and I am so grateful and thankful that they are out there and sharing what they create with all of us, because honestly, I don't know if I could live without it. I'm at the point now where I know I can't live without it. I did play my Sims 4 game vanilla for a very long time before I crossed over to the CC side, and you guys, once I crossed over, it was really hard to think about ever going back to playing without CC. And I know it's not for everyone. There are tons of players out there who strictly love to play their game vanilla style, and that's completely fine. There is no right or wrong way to play this game, and that's the beauty of The Sims. You can make this game whatever you want it to be. There's no rules. There's nothing but your imagination. Your imagination can run wild, and you can create whatever it is that you want, that you enjoy. And that's part of the reason why I am so drawn to this game and why I love it so much, because it's very limitless in what you can imagine this game can do. And there's so much content out there to help you make the world that you want. And I love it. And I also love being a god of my own little world. So yeah, what does that say about me? Not really sure, but I'm definitely very good to my Sims. They all have very amazing lives. Well, in my own personal gameplay, they do. All of my Sims end up with lots of money and beautiful houses and awesome children and all of that jazz. I just cannot bring myself to be mean to my Sims. I can't do it. I honestly can't do it. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if you like to be mean to your Sims, do you, boo, do you. But me personally, I like to be very good to my Sims. I can't help it. I can't help it. But I will say, starting the Not So Berry Challenge definitely tested me and my abilities and what interactions and how I play The Sims. It definitely opened up a new world for me in that respect, because there's a lot of things that I've never done before with this game that you have to do if you're going to do the Not So Berry Challenge. So that's been quite a lot of fun, because honestly, I'm only on mint generation. I haven't gotten too terribly far in it, but just in the mint generation alone, having to have a Sim that is just mischievous and maybe even a little bit mean has been quite a lot of fun. I really did enjoy it. So I like that challenge has forced me to think outside of my own little box that I've created, and it just kind of opened up new experiences in the game, which is kind of cool. So let's talk about this build a little bit, shall we? So this cottage, like I said, it's really cozy little cottage. The living space has a desk and a laptop in it, which is a newer item that we recently received in a free update, which is pretty amazing. Now, the only thing that I've noticed with this laptop, and I don't know if this is only specific to my game, because maybe I have some custom content installed that is causing some conflicts, but for some reason, when I place a laptop on a desk, my Sim will not interact with it unless I have them sit down first and then ask them to do something on the laptop, which is kind of weird. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Comment down below and let me know if anyone else is having this problem. I don't know if it's happening if you have the laptop like on a table or a counter, because I haven't tried that yet, but it's definitely happening when it's on a desk, which is kind of random, but I don't know. I'm super excited to have laptops in the game period because I really did miss those from Sims 3. And I appreciate that they're not as bulky as the ones that came with The Sims 3 because those laptops were huge. But it was cool that you could carry it around everywhere you go. But yeah, so I think with The Sims 3, all of my university Sims have laptops. Speaking of university, wouldn't it be amazing if the next pack was university? I would be excited, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it's not gonna be, and that this islandy, beachy, resorty type of pack, that some information may or may not have been leaked, might actually be the next pack. Not really sure, but I can't wait to find out, you guys. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So the kitchen is, I actually really like how the kitchen turned out. I used the base game counters that I never use these counters because the Jungle Adventure counters are my absolute favorite. But when I used these base game counters, I was like, I have been sleeping on these counters because they look pretty damn good. So I was pretty pleased with how this all turned out. I really like how these counters and cabinets look in this kitchen. It's looking pretty nice. And then, oh, I don't know if you guys can hear my little kitty cat. He's over here whining at me. What's up, baby? Say hello to the people. That is my little fur baby Apollo. But anyway, so this kitchen, it's pretty large. It's kind of on the long and narrow side, but it turned out pretty well. There is a dining room table that's kind of in kind of like an alcove, or I don't know what to call it. I made a little kind of like a sunroom type of feel to it just off the main part of the kitchen, and that's where I put the dining room table because I thought it would be nice to have the table near some windows where there's tons of natural light coming in, and you could enjoy a family dinner and have a nice view of the beautiful garden that's out front. So that was my idea for that. Now also in this kitchen, I wanted there to be an island, but because of how I had the kitchen laid out, I didn't think it was going to work very well to try to have an island. The counters are too big, or the cabinets are too big for it to work in a space that's this narrow. So instead, I did put some cabinets on both sides of the kitchen, but I also, in the middle of the room, put another, it's technically a dining table, but it worked out pretty well to simulate a island. So I really liked how that turned out. So their Sims I don't think they're going to use it as you would like the counter space that they currently use. Not really sure about that. There are some clutter items on there, so there might not be room for it, but I don't think that they like mix bowls of food or prepare food on a dining room table anyway. So that's unfortunate. It would be nice if the Sims were able to do that, but I really do like how it looked with this table in the middle of the room, kind of simulating what an island would be inside the kitchen, because I really wanted one to be there. But I find that the cabinets are a little bit clunky, and the island ones also are just, they take up a lot of room. So I just didn't want to go there with that, but the table worked out perfectly. Now on the second story, here are the tiny bedrooms. So like I said, I did put a double bed in one of the rooms. You could definitely switch that out for a single bed if you would prefer to have more space in the room. But I did put a double bed there, and then the second bedroom has a single bed in it. Now I didn't really designate either one of these rooms as like a child's room or anything like that. This house is not super kid friendly, but you could easily switch it up and add some activities and toys for a child if you have a family living in this house that has a child, or if your Sims do get pregnant and are going to have a child. So there is a little bit of room for that, to play with that and just add some items that are going to work for a growing family. But this is a pretty tight build, so it's going to work out well for a couple or for a single sim that's just starting out, or maybe, you know, a single sim that has one child. It'll work fine for that as well. There is not a ton of space on the lot that I built this build on, but there is plenty of space, or enough space, that you can expand this house. So if you wanted to reduce the size of the front garden, you could definitely do that and make this house just a little bit bigger. But I really love how this little cottage turned out. Base game only, you guys. Like, sometimes I think the base game doesn't have cute enough stuff to make a build that I would actually enjoy playing in, but I just proved myself wrong, because I love this little cottage. I think it's super cute, and I can't wait to have one of my Sims move in it and start living out their Sim story. So, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this build, and if you are brand new to The Sims, brand new to my channel, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're getting a free copy of The Sims 4 base game while it's still available. Again, the link to get you there is in the description down below, and if you want to download this build for your game, that link is also in the description down below. So you guys, I'm so excited for all of you new simmers out there to start playing the game and seeing what it is that I love about this game so much. So, with that said, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that sub button and tap the notification bell so you don't miss the next time I release a video. And as always, guys, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!
I recall the past again tonight. It's in the front of my mind. As I fall apart, you begin to cry. The tears are making you blind. The future's far away, but I will stay. I will stay. Just take a leap of faith. We'll find a way for you and me. Can't look back and run from what I feel inside. There's no more time to hide, because I feel again. I feel again. Oh, now I feel again. We're bringing this back to